What's up YouTube? It's Ghostwriter15 here back at it again with another Edison format video. And today's video is going to be a replay review of me playing against the Ice Queen. Shout out to her. Check out her YouTube channel. She's really cool. Plays the game really well. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Alright, so it's me versus the Ice Queen. This is a War League match, so for those of you that don't know what War League is, it's like this little competition between teams, and the top teams make it into a playoff bracket, and there's eventually a champion. But yeah, anyways, so she wins the RPS. She's gonna be going first. So my opening hand is Upstart, Bottomless, Mirror Force, Alias, and MST. So I am playing Hero Beat for this. I wanted to play some more Hero Beat. So she starts off with Stratos, and we might be playing a mirror match. Never mind. Malicious Edge Search, so this is likely Frogs. She sets 2, and since I think it's Frogs, it's probably something chainable like Rigeki Break. I draw into Hero Blast, which is okay, but I'm not able to use it just yet. So we start off with Upstart, of course, just to see what we get. Draw Deep Prison, which is not great against Frogs, but you know, it is what it is. Gotta work with what we have. I just blind MSC because I do want to make sure this Alias attack goes through to get rid of this Stratos. I don't want her tributing Stratos for Caius or Ryza. And if she banishes my Alias, I'm just screwed. So I go ahead and swing, and fortunately for me, the MST hit the right card, and I'm able to get rid of that Stratos. She draws her turn. She sets 1, and I'm thinking like, this is likely dupe Frog. But you know, I still swing because there's a small chance that it's not dupe Frog, and worst case scenario, I only take 100 life points, so it's not a big deal. So it turns out to be Treeborn Frog, which is okay with me because she has a back row there, and she's going to be forced to use that back row if she wants to bring back Treeborn Frog. Turns out to be MST, which hits Deep Prison, which I'm okay with because that's like one of the weaker cards against Frogs anyway. So I pass turn, she brings back Treeborn. Tributes for Malicious Edge, which is fine because I have Bottomless. This is like the best case scenario for me. Kaiza and Rias are way more detrimental. So I just go ahead and Bottomless Malicious Edge, and I'm like, what is this? But I look at the artwork, and it's the alternate artwork for 1-for-1. I was like, wait, is she playing like some spicy tech or something? But no, it's just the alternate artwork. So she summons Subtitoad, activates Brain Control. So she's gonna go ahead and do block me. A bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So she attacks with both, and now she's gonna go ahead and just thin out her deck because, you know, that way you don't draw into Frogs and you just draw into all your gas. And there it is. Hero beats Worst Nightmare, the dupe block. And I draw Gemspark, which is actually pretty good here because Hero Blast plus Gemspark, there's ways to make the dupe Frogs miss timing. As long as dupe Frog is destroyed as Chainlink 1, it's gonna die and not get its effect. So she brings back Treeborn. Expected. Searches for Ocean. She does have Stratos to get back. So she swings, and here I think about it for a second. And I Mirror Force as Chainlink 1. And then I Hero Blast as Chainlink 2 to make the Dupe Frog miss timing. I draw Ocean. Not great here, but eventually it could be good. So here I set both Gemspark and Hero Blast because I can do it again where I make the Dupe Frog miss timing. Because I can Gemspark, tribute the alias as cost, and then Chainlink 2 Hero Blast to make the Dupe Frog miss timing. So I'll just pass and try to be patient here. So she summons Alias, which is okay with me. So here I think use the Gemspark on the Alias and Chainlink 2 Hero Blast to make the dupes miss timing. So I did a pretty good job here of making sure she doesn't get +1s from these dupe frogs. I draw to Yada with the Gemspark. Fortunately I draw another Alias. Not what I want, but you know, it is what it is. Here I probably misplayed. I should have probably just summoned the Ocean. Actually, no. This is not the play because I have nothing engraved to get back, so this was fine. I don't want to lose to Caius or Ryza, so this was correct. So she just sets one, passes it to me. I draw Miracle Fusion, which is not live yet, but I do have a water in my hand. It can be live. And then she shoots me, unfortunately, so I'm gonna lose my water target. But we have Yada. And Rhoda is drawn. So if I want, I can get back that Ocean, but this time I'm gonna do it with Stratos so I can get the +1. Which is what I do. Just swing and pass. I just have to hope she doesn't have any crazy stuff like Miracle Fusion. Caius hurts, but it's not the end of the world. She sets one, passes it to me. I draw Upstart, activate it. Draw Bottomless. One turn too late, but you know, it happens. So I just set the Alias because I don't want to put it in attack mode. I don't want to take unnecessary damage. So she swings, and I have to take it. Another Alias. Sheesh. I have triple Alias. 1 engraved, 2 in hand. A Monster Mash, which is not good in Hero Beat. So here, I think I made a misplay. This is where I think I've misplayed. So I summon Ocean, and I activate Miracle Fusion. I think the safer play would have been to just set the Ocean, let her kill it, and then on my turn activate Miracle, because you're about to see what happens right now for doing the misplay that I make. She chains Wind Blast, and now I can't even use this Miracle. So yeah, that was a misplay on my part. It is what it is, but you know, we live, we learn. She brings back Treeborn. I'll take the damage because I have no choice. And this hand is bad. Really bad. I can't do anything but set. Just like pray I top deck a Miracle or something. And this is just game. So here she goes for Yurikwaza's. You know, maybe she should have gone for Brio. That way she doesn't lose to Mirror Force. But to be fair, if I had Mirror Force, I probably would have used it by now. I'll draw Upstart. Can Upstart save me? It cannot. But still not over yet. I can just set an alias to protect myself. And now it's done. It's a wrap. On to game 2. So after losing game 1, I will be going first, of course. Opening hand is Alias, Miracle, E-Call, Hero Blast, Future Fusion, another E-Call. Not the worst hand ever, not the greatest, but it does have some synergy. Future Fusion can dump monsters to the grave to make Miracle live, and Hero Blast as well. Which is what I do. And I go for Stratos, and of course get my +1, get another Alias, set Hero Blast, and pass. She draws for turn, activates her own E-Call, gets her own Stratos. Similar play, but she's playing Frogs instead. She gets Ocean, so maybe she already has Miracle as well. So here I just go Hero Blast because it doesn't look like she started with any Frog stuff. Maybe she did, she just doesn't want to use it yet, but yeah, I just want to start getting the ball rolling, start attacking, doing damage before she gets her setup and her dupe block and all that stuff. Oh, there it is. So she did open the swap. She sets 2, passes it to me. Unfortunately, I draw another E-Call, so I have all 3 E-Calls, man. This is crazy. 3 Alias, 3 E-Calls. This is like not good at all. This is a problem with Hero Beat, unfortunately, sometimes. So I swing, but she deprisons me. Then I just summon Alias. Set a bluff because, you know, I gotta at least make her think it's real. She does tornadoes the Future Fusion, which is correct. Brings back the Frog. So summon swap. Thankfully just swap, not substitute. We're not going to see a dupe block this turn. Draw Upstart. First I use the E-Call, and I search for my tech copy of Voltic. Not many people play Voltic, but I actually like Voltic because it has a lot of synergy with Miracle Fusion, and when you get hit by like Bottomless, Caius, Deep Prison. And in this deck, you run out of monsters pretty fast, so I actually like the Voltic. It's like a surprise factor that many people don't expect. So now, thanks to Voltic, I'm going to do a decent amount of damage, plus get a +1 from Stratos. Get the Ocean, make that Miracle live. Yeah, main phase 2, I'm just going to go ahead and Upstart. Draw into Hero Blast, which is not great, but better than nothing. Pass turn, she summons a Frog. Oh, I get punished by Heavy, but you know, they were 2 cards that weren't really good right now, so it's not the worst. So it looks like she's gonna synchro for 5. Brings out Catastor, makes sense. I'll draw a Gem Spark, which is actually pretty good here. Now I can do some pretty decent plays. So I think about it for a minute, and I go with Miracle Fusion first. I just want to see if I can bait out that back row. She says okay, so yeah, this is a bit risky, I know, because he still has Mirror Force and Torrential, but if it does go through, it's game. So I'm gonna attempt to swing with Voltec. She stops it, so not gonna get the +1 from that. So I just set Gem Spark for the follow-up and pass. She sets 1, which I'm assuming is like Duel Frog. I draw into Fossil Diner, which is great, because if I do get hit by Dupe, I have Gem Spark to get rid of it. And she can't bring back the Treeborn thanks to Fossil Dyna. So the reason I attack first with Alias is I actually wanna if I hit the Dupe Frog, I can go Gem Spark, and then I can go Stratos, so I still get that 18 in. But it just turns out to be a Unifrog, so thankfully I get to save this Gem Spark for the follow-up. And she just scoops because she has no outs to Fossil Dyna. On to game 3. She's going to be going first. Let's see what happens. My opening hand is Deep Prison, Upstart, Miracle Fusion, Hero Blast, and Stratos. So I did keep in 1 copy of Deep Prison because, you know, I'm kind of scared of Unifrog, but maybe it was incorrect to keep it. I don't know. We'll see. Finally, she starts off with Subtoad, and she's gonna go for a swap, I'm assuming. Yep. She got Treeborn. And pass. So, here I have a couple things I can do, but I think the best thing for me to do is just Stratos, Search, Upstart, don't attack because she left her field with nothing, and she has 6 cards in hand, so if I get hit by Gores here, I lose. I have nothing to stop the Gores. So, I mean, I have Deep Prison, but she's just gonna bring back her frogs and do like Kaia's stuff, and the game's pretty much over at that point, so I can't risk it. So I just search again, and then Upstart. That way I just thin out the deck a bit more. Draw to another Upstart, so we thin it out once more, and pulling the rug is a good draw here. Now I don't have to worry about losing to a Monarch. So I just hit the pulling and pass. So she went with Breaker as her side deck choice, which is pretty good to stop Mask, but I do not have Mask right now. I have Pulling, and Pulling stops Breaker, so I'm fine with this. Oh, here comes the 1-for-1, and we're about to get hit with a Dupe Block. Well, it's not a Dupe Block, but it's like a soft Dupe Block. I'm just gonna assume the dupe is in her hand. Second copy, that is. So I draw into Gem Spark, which is great because now I have the Gem Spark Hero Blast combo that I did in game 1 to make Dupe Frog miss timing, and now I can do it again. So that's what I set up for. Pass it to her. So she brings Unifrog out, which I'm okay with. All my back rows chainable. And I'm gonna actually make her miss timing again. And I'll take the 400, but she can't blow up anything. Alright, so she sets a monster, passes it to me, and I just go ahead and summon Alias. Try to get the pressure going a bit. Worst case scenario, she has like Mirror Force. I have the Gem Spark. So she deprisons the Stratos. Correct call because I had the the Gem Spark. So I just said Gem Spark and deprison and pass. She brings back the frog once more. Sets a back row, passes it to me. I draw Yada. Attack over the frog because she has a back row and she's gonna be forced to use it if she wants the frog again. Which is what she does. And sadly, I get hit by deprison or by Heavy Storm, and I'm gonna lose my deprison. But I do have Gem Spark to chain, and obviously I'm gonna hit the face down monster, which is Dupe Frog. So far I've made every single Dupe Frog miss timing, which is fantastic. That's exactly what you want in this matchup. I draw Gem Spark, and I have E-Call, so I can actually get it back. Get the Alias to Gem Spark follow-up. I also have Ocean. So I go with Ocean because I have a Alias in my grave. Maybe here, I think this is where I think I misplay again. It's probably better for me to go Miracle Fusion in this situation because I don't want to lose to Caius. Yeah, I don't want to lose to Caius or Ryza. So yeah, I think it was a mistake to not Miracle Fusion here. Which is exactly what happens. Now I don't have a water and this Miracle's dead. I draw Dinah, which is good, but not good right now because of the Caius. So I go ahead and just get another Ocean and activate the Yada. Call the Haunted is not good right now, but it might be good later. And I just go ahead and do what I should have done the turn before. I set the Call the Haunted for follow-up. I know I have nothing right now, but eventually there might be something in my grave. Draw Pulling, which is nice. She has no back row, so I can go all out with Dinah now. So she's gonna Soul Exchange, which I'm okay with because I had Call the Haunted to bring back this Fossil Dinah when needed. And I don't care about this Caius because I have Pulling the Rug. I draw into Upstart. I activate Upstart. Get Rhoda, and I'm gonna go for Alias with this Rhoda. I could go for Voltic and special summon Alias. But that's greedy because I would need to go Voltic swing first before I go for Fossil Dinah. if I want to get the Voltic effect, and I do not want to run into Gores. So I just go with the safe play. Now I bring back the fossil, swing with everything. Don't have to worry about Gores. And she has to do something the following turn or it's a wrap. So she brain cons, which is a bit scary here. She's gonna take the Absolute Zero, and I do have the Gem Spark. I could kill the Absolute Zero if I want to, but I think I just want to wait. I think I want to wait. Because if she summons a monster, I can Gem Spark the Absolute Zero, and then it'll blow up whatever she summoned. So, yeah, I think I'm fine with this. And if she attempts to, like, Miracle Fusion, she doesn't have a hero in her grave. So she's going to be forced to use this Absolute Zero, and I can just chain the Gem Spark and make the Miracle fizzle. So yeah, I think it's just better to wait. So she summons Stratos here, and she's going to attempt to pop a back row. And I am actually fine with this, because I can chain Gemini Spark, pop my own Absolute Zero, now Stratos fizzles, and then Absolute Zero pops her Stratos. And she cannot attempt a Miracle because of Fossil Dino. So it takes me a while to think about it, and that's what I do. I draw into Future Fusion. Doesn't do anything here, but we win the game if that backer was fake. And yeah, I end up winning. Wow, she did have Gores. So I'm assuming this Gores was in her hand the entire time, and I was just playing around it the entire game 3. I would have lost if I ran into it. But yeah, I did as best as possible to make sure I don't lose the Gores. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the duel. I'm going to be doing more of these videos pretty soon for not just Edison, but other formats as well, such as Goat, Hat, probably Tengu, maybe Critter format as well. So if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. This is Ghostwriter 15 signing out.